Hey,
Is it filming?
Yes, it is.
What?
I'm gonna cut shit out, don't worry.
Oh.
Hey everyone, it's Xander, and have I got a treat for you guys this time? You might be wondering, what the fuck is with the location? Where's the couch? What's this thing around my neck? Well, my friends, I'm not going to be talking to you about Nails Comics this time. I'm not talking to you about games or movies. I'm not talking to you about something tangible. I'm talking to you about something you experience, an event. In this case, it's going to be ACEN, Anime Central. I'm going to be giving you live, okay, not so much live coverage, but coverage over the next few days. Starting with tonight, Wednesday, with preparations. This will also go through Thursday with the ride up there, and then Friday and Saturday where the real fun actually happens. We are unfortunately leaving early Sunday, so there won't be much of any coverage there. Now, here's why I'm doing this, alright? ACEN is an expensive trip. This is what you see right here. This is me. Obviously you know Alejandro. There's also Jared over here. This is not even our entire group that's going to be up there in the hotel. We've got like, what, 6 people?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 6 people. And it's still costing each of us roughly $150. That's just to get up there. That's not counting how much your badge costs. That's not counting the money you're going to spend on food. That's not counting merchandise that you may buy while you're out there. It's an expensive trip. So, if you're having thoughts about going but you're not sure, let this video help you form an opinion on if you want to go to one of these or not. Now, there's some basic preparations that you need to do, alright? First off, make sure that you pack everything you need and not just your fucking costumes, for the love of God. I've made that mistake before, it's painful. Make sure that you pack your necessities first and your costumes second. This includes stuff like, you know, your toothbrush and travel size shampoo and things like that. Do not stink up the convention. They sell soap at ACEN. It's because there's a lot of smelly cosplayers there. Do not contribute to the reason, for the love of God.
Don't be Sailor Bubba.
Yes, he's notorious at ACEN. Don't be that guy. So, obviously, usually they have travel size things. If you're staying at a hotel up there, you'll have like little bottles of shampoo and soap and that. But that's usually not enough, especially not if you have a large group. At the very least, make sure one of your friends that you're with has the stuff so you can cover your ass just in case you forget it. Food. Food's going to be a big issue. At ACEN, there's not a lot of good places right close by that are cheap.
McDonald's is pretty much it.
Yes, you'll be eating McDonald's, and that's not even really close. You have to walk about a mile, I think, to get there.
And it's not really even food.
Right. It will sustain you, though. But you don't want to be eating burgers for like 3 days straight or 4 days, depending on when you get up there. Also, if you go in the opposite direction, you can find a Denny's for some breakfast food. So that's not too bad. That's about the same distance, I think.
Yeah, and it's about $3 to $4 more expensive, which isn't too bad.
Right. As opposed to eating at the actual convention, which, yes, there is food right there, and because it's so close, it is going to cost you an arm and a leg.
I think a soda was $3.50.
Yeah, and do you want to pay $10 for like a grilled cheese sandwich? No? Then don't eat there. Let's see, so we've covered the fact that it's expensive, we've talked about hygiene, we've talked about food, water, yes. Drink lots of water, obviously.
Bring lots of bottled water.
And that, or have friends that have done that, or just survive off drinking fountains, because those are plentiful as well.
Even though they are warm.
Yeah, water's water.
Or have that machine like Kevin Costner and drink your own piss.
Don't do that. Please don't do that. Do anything he says, ignore it. Transportation's their thing. There's a couple ways that you can get up there. You can fly up there if you really won't pay that much for it. We personally are taking Amtrak up there, or you can drive yourself. Now, whether you drive yourself or you take Amtrak, it's going to be about the same time if you're going from like St. Louis to Chicago, which will be about like 5 hours. Now, if you're taking Amtrak, keep this in mind because this is important. Amtrak does not take you straight to the convention center, it takes you to Chicago in general. The convention center is technically in Rosemont, which means you are going to have to, after you get off the train and you're in Chicago, take the Blue Line, their subway, and you will take that down to the convention center. So it's 2 fucking trains you gotta ride, okay? If you're driving, pay attention to the signs, and once again, don't be like me and forget to bring change because there are toll booths that you have to go through. Yes, you can drive past them and pay the bill later, but it's a lot more convenient to not have to do that and just pay at the booth. And I mean, have change, because some of these are not manned by people that can easily give you change. Have a giant thing of change in like your change tray or soda holders, whatever. Is there any other thing? Obviously make sure that you have someone that's good with maps if you're not. Is there any other major points I'm missing?
If you're going to drive, remember this. The highways near Chicago get clogged a lot. Expect to wait in traffic about an hour unless it's some ungodly time like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Which, this is also why I said it's about the same time if you drive or if you take Amtrak up there. What else is there? Just when you're preparing everything, go through your luggage. There's something behind me, I think. I swear I saw a bug. This is going to be a fun video because hardly any of this is getting edited. And I don't want to ramble on too much about preparations. Check your luggage like 3-4 times. Just make sure you don't forget stuff. I did that with the past convention, AMA St. Louis. I still forgot 2 things. One was my razor, so I had to borrow a friend's electric razor to shave. The other thing was I forgot my undershirt for my Dark Link outfits. Is there anything else? Like I said, it's going to be expensive being up there.
Shoes. Don't wear shoes that are going to hurt. Wear good walking shoes. You will be doing a lot of walking.
Yeah, these are the shittiest shoes in the world to cosplay in, but they work, and that's the important thing. Yes, you are going to be walking around a lot, obviously, so this will very much be your workout.
There's going to be a lot of pretty girls there. If it looks underage, don't talk to it.
If it looks overage, it's still probably underage. Just a rule of thumb.
But to be honest, there's nothing illegal about looking. If you're really interested in someone that you see there, talk to them. Don't just assume these things. I know it's rude to ask a lady's age, but come on. If you're questioning how old they are and they're dressed as like Riku from 10-2 or something, probably a good idea to just ask.
And by the way, this does happen. Happened to me in an elevator. If it looks female, talk to it. If it has a voice deeper than yours, it's not going to date you.
Yes, there are lots of cosplayers that you'll find at ACEN and other conventions as well. Room parties happen, so be careful about that. Be careful about what crowds you hang out with.
Alcohol. It is not something you want to drink around certain people.
Right. And again, depending on your age and stuff and what you plan on doing, for the love of God, if you plan on going to room parties, be smart and don't drive anywhere. I can't believe I'm actually giving a public service announcement on a fucking review video. I don't want this to drown on too long. Is there anything else? I thought I wanted to say something about... Oh, yes. Always be early. If you are taking trains, be early, please. You do not want to be doing the mad rush for the Amtrak station with like 10 minutes to go or something.
Speaking of early, pre-register like 6 months in advance and have your badge mailed to you.
Yes, that's
$2. $2 gets your badge mailed to you a month or 2 in advance. Your alternative is last year, it was 2 years ago. I was in the pre-register line, which was those that had pre-registered, for 8 hours. A year before that,
Seriously?
A year before that, I was in the register line to register. The first year I went in 2007 for almost 11 hours.
The year before that, I had not pre-registered and learned the hard way. I got lucky. I was only about 3 hours. Since the 11-hour fiasco, they've started accepting registration on Thursdays as well, but that's still a nightmare of a line, and you will see when we get up there. Trust me, I will film the line from hell, which is another thing with ACEN. You're going to see a lot of lines. It has been nicknamed LineCon, and you're going to see why.
The technical issue that caused the 11-hour fiasco, a guy I knew dressed as Wesker from Resident Evil, 14 hours. They don't hire tech support. They hire anyone who wants a free badge and has ever used a computer before. I knew a guy there who was talking about typewriters, who was in line. That's an example. Register before the con.
It's worth it. It's very worth it. And
$2
I already have my badge
for
here.
your badge mailed to you.
Which is another thing. Always make sure that you have your badge. You do not want to lose this. Not only will you have to pay for a new one, you'll have to stand in line again.
And they only do it once.
Yes. So if you're really stupid and lose it twice, you're just kind of fucked.
You can't really go anywhere anymore.
Unless you just don't go to panels, but even then, there's still events that you'll probably want to go to, which I'm going to try and cover some of those. Which I might as well talk a little bit now about that. I do not know how many panels I will cover. There are some events I'm going to cover, but to be honest, I probably don't want to or won't be allowed to bring the camera into many of these events. For example, the soap bubble rave, you probably won't be able to see shit off of anyways. And I don't want to have to carry around a camera during that. So it's going to be really hit and miss. A lot of this is going to be showing you the sites, showing you the people you run into, maybe a few panels and events, and the gaming room if I can bring the camera into there. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else that I really want to cover. So I will see you guys tomorrow when we are up bright and fucking early for the train. See you guys there. Alright everyone, it's now Thursday, bright and fucking early, and we're here about over an hour before our train is here. I want to go back to sleep so badly, but I can't. Anyways, as I said, the plan is from here, we're taking Amtrak, we're at the station right now. We're looking at about a 5-hour trip going from St. Louis, technically Alton, whatever, St. Louis to Chicago. And then from there, like I said, we have to take the blue line up to Chicago for about 45 minutes to actually get down to Rosemont. And after that, we are finally good to go. There's just going to be a bit of walking from where we actually got the blue line to our hotel, but it's not going to be that horrible, especially not compared to the 6 or so hour trip that we have. Again, it depends on delays and stuff like that. So I will get you guys some footage on the actual Amtrak and probably on Blue Line as well, and show you guys the hotel we'll be staying at and the sites, and just kind of giving you a tour of the area once we're actually at the convention. Then on Friday and Saturdays when I will start actually getting footage of the people, the panels, don't hold me on that one, the events, and just anything else interesting. Alright, see you guys there. Alright, so we're actually on the train heading up to Chicago now, and this is about what you're going to see for most of your trip. Lots and lots of fields. Not a whole lot to talk about. Okay, because I am starving, it's a good thing Amtrak actually has food. As you can see, they've got a little bit of stuff for breakfast, lunch as well. Nothing super fancy, but enough to get you through the train ride, that's for sure. Which, when you're going to be on this thing for about 5 hours, you might want to eat something if, like me, you're stupid and didn't pack anything. We've also got coffee, and if you guys are interested, they also have some alcohol as well. They also have a few odds and ends, like down here. They're actually selling batteries and playing cards and pain reliever. Alright? We are now actually in Chicago, and as you can see, there's a bunch of nice lovely graffiti right there to greet you. Some people think it's hideous, I call it art. And right there too. This is one of the things that you want to see whenever you come to Chicago. I have no idea how well this is actually going to turn up, by the way. Just this line of just spray paint all along these walls, endlessly. And you can't see too much else from here. Oh wait, no, you can. Bunch of city stuff in the background. I've got like the crappiest window in the world for filming stuff. We're not gonna film too much more. Yes, I just wanted to see if I could get a little bit more of this stuff. Oh, there we go. I don't know if the people that spray this stuff right inside these railroad tracks are brave or just stupid. Yeah, they tag everything.
I'm gonna go eat some plastic.
Alright, if this takes us up high enough, I should be able to get a good overall view of Chicago from here. Or I'm just gonna try and wall my way. Nope, here we go. This is about what I always remember when I come here. At least whenever I've come here on Amtrak. And this right here that you're seeing is the Blue Line. It's one of the many, many stations along Blue Line. I don't know which stop this technically is. But I know it's not the stop we're going to be needing.
Actually, I think that's the orange line.
I stand corrected. That's the orange line, apparently. Anyways, I will show you guys the actual subway we'll be taking once we get there. I think I've got enough footage of the Windy City for now. See you guys later. Alright, hey everyone, we're finally here at the hotel. I'm slightly better rested now, and we're going to get food, so let's walk and talk at the same time. Alejandro's managing the camera, Jared's following behind him. Our other roommates are not here yet. They're actually showing up tomorrow because they're insane.
And they want to fuck with the traffic.
Yes, they're driving here. Have I mentioned they're insane?
And they're going to need lots of fucking toll change.
Well, yes. What we're going to do is give you a tour down to the McDonald's. This will probably be sped up because, let's face it, I've recorded quite a bit already for today. And I don't want, like, just 10 minutes of walking to the fucking McDonald's. Anyways. Alright, we're currently staying at the Crown Plaza. It's one of, like, four hotels right there. Oh, we have guests. Other hotels in the area are the Embassy Suites, the Doubletree, obviously the Hyatt, which half the convention is held in. Are there any other hotels around here?
There's Intercontinental, but I've never stayed there.
Okay. And about halfway down to McDonald's, there's also one more hotel that we stayed at last year, which was a terrible idea.
Oh dear God.
Also, this gift shop right here just saved my ass because my shield broke on the way here. One of the Triforce pieces popped off. Funny story at them, they said, look, another Triforce piece popped off. So I went on the third one to go out. First time I just used wood glue to fix it. This time they gave me crazy glue. Awesome. And I was slightly wrong about a few things. One is going to be really chilly out here. There is no line yet, but tomorrow, all along right here, going to put them. All along here, that is going to be lined up with people just waiting to get their badges.
Sometimes it goes all the way back to the entrance to the Hyatt.
Yes. It's a little bit early yet.
And it's fucking cold.
Yes. People may still show up because it's only like, what, 1 or 2?
Yeah. And it's the day before.
This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the reasons we love anime conventions. A High School of the Dead car. I may not love the series that much, but the fact that someone did this is fucking amazing.
Deadpool decal.
Yes, I know. If I can get around without stepping on these roses here. And this is still Thursday too, that's the amazing thing. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me over all the fucking wind or how well you can see this, but that right there is the Rosemont Water Tower. Made to look like a fucking rose. This is why artists are awesome. Someone had to climb up that and paint that. That guy had balls. It's the Yowie bus, because why the hell not? We've made it to the McDonald's, as you can tell. This is one of the few places that's very close. There's actually a pizzeria place right back there if you want to shut through the window. I'm assuming that it's coming out. If not, just trust me, it's right outside the window. This place is ungodly efficient at serving customers. I can't tell right now because it's only Thursday, but even tomorrow, when there's going to be people coming in here constantly, all of these booths and tables are going to be filled up, they just get your orders out like nothing. They are surprisingly efficient. It blows away anything we have back home. Alright everyone, this is the hideout. This is where most of it's going to be at. Follow me. We'll give you a brief and quick tour. This is one entrance. Through these doors is usually where you'll find the big video events and the dances like the soap bubble. Here's going to be the main entrance. This entire area is going to be completely unwalkable tomorrow. We're good with people hanging out, your smokers, your alcoholics, the usual, you know? Not everyone though. In fact, sorry, starting to get a little crowded. There are obviously some main entrance doors. There's going to be a little bit of panels in there. Come on, let's go ahead. Alright, here you pretty much got the main entrance area. This is where, again, this area will be completely like unwalkable like Saturday night. It's going to be packed with all sorts of cosplayers. There's going to be lights all along these walls here. Okay, when I start gesturing to still point the camera that way. So, over here. You can walk clearly here, give it a few days, and you won't be able to do that. So we're going on this way, so you can see exactly where the soap bubble is going to be, as well as anime hell. Do not confuse anime hell with anime hell. I'll explain more about that tomorrow. Piano. Sometimes we're using cosplayers that will just hop on the piano and start playing stuff. I don't know if they'd let us do that here. These lovely guys with the vest are IRT. They are in charge of security. Respect them, do not cause them any problems. Yes. Respect them, they will respect you. Very simple. Remember, they're here to make sure you guys have a good time. Oh, hello, show guys.
And again, I want it to be fair. Either one. I'll take it.
It's not too bad. Alright. That very bad. That was the entrance that we were just at not too long ago outside.
I mean, just from our standpoint.
Yes, here you can actually see them sign up for stuff. Right now, they're signing up like for the main entrance ceremonies. This is also where they usually have the masquerade. They will have the soap bubble there. They usually also have anime hell there. That one giant room hosts some of the biggest events. So, notice how the elevators are running right now. I can guarantee they're going to get shut down at some point. Every year, without fail, it happens. Also, every year, without fail, someone follows the fire alarms. And fix like that. So once again, go these don't contribute to the problems. Come on, Bob. Alright. Right down here at the very have the game room set up tomorrow. They usually have some tabletop gaming stuff also set up on these lower floors. Usually the other half, it'll be in the side rooms here. This room here is currently closed. They usually have kind of a VR simulator thing. I've never actually tried it out, and they've moved it around the past couple of years on its exact location. The other thing is, right down there, we usually have a few other things going on. I'm not exactly sure what. I guess we'll find out tomorrow, if I remember to check it out. There's only one other spot I can show you guys, and then we'll wrap this up. Again, once again, our space, they're not going to be able to walk in tomorrow, because everyone's going to be playing elevator tag right in this area. Right through there is going to be a few more panels and meetups and stuff. That's usually where they do some photo shoots. Down here we've had dances in the past. I don't know what they're doing this year. And I will show you one last thing. That'll be outside around the highlands. Okay, the last thing to note, right up here is where we usually have a bunch of photo shoots. All the photo shoots almost always out here. Right underneath there, as well as a great place for photo shoots if it starts raining or just nasty weather. And there's also a little bit further on the side that we've had shoots. There's a parking garage that's great for creepy photo shoots like Resident Evil and stuff. That's about all I have for you guys today. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I say I'll see you guys tomorrow. Famous last words. I always miss something. This is another one there. Great cosplay zone, great meetup area. Again, another good photo shoot area. Sorry guys.
It's alright.
Unfortunately, the water fountain is not running yet. I don't know if that will be. That's usually filled up with water and it's very pretty and stuff. I don't know if they had these large ones actually or not. Right behind you is another place that you can eat. This is one of the very nearby close places I told you about. It's also where to get like a can of soda or a bottle, I forget what, costs you like $3 and grocery sandwiches like 10. I don't think there's anything else, do you? Alright, got it. Just a little bit more scenery porn for you guys. This is an absolutely gorgeous area. If I back up anymore, I will be in the road, so I can't do that. But this is another one of the main entrances to the convention center itself. In fact, this is probably the closest way to get to registration.